Hey YouTube, what's going on? This is going to be part one in a evolving and everlasting series on dealing with the hinky. And when I say dealing with the hinky, I mean stuff that's, just norms and normal methods aren't going to apply. And I have something hinky today that I'm kind of dealing with. And what I've been working on, I've been putting my stair treads down, and they're turning out really good. But what I have here is a landing, and it's hinky. It's hinky because it's got all these angles and math and calculus and stuff. So, thought about it. I thought about just gluing up some boards and, making a solid tread, but I don't want to fool with that. It's going to take too much time. And the other thing is I have a bunch of hardwood floor left over from when I put it in the upstairs. So I'm going to make this landing and the landing I'm sitting on out of this hardwood. I bought it from Lumber Liquidators, and I put it down about a year ago. It's called Old World Oak, and it's hand scraped, so it has kind of waves in it. Makes it look really cool. And so far I've been really pleased with it. I never put hardwood down until I did this. I don't know a whole lot about it. It went down fine. It's been down for about a year. I haven't had any kind of issues with it buckling or finish coming off or anything like that. So it seems to me to be a pretty good quality product. So anyway, that's what I'm going to do. So yesterday I went to the local Lumber Liquidator store to gather some free advice, and they've always been pretty good to me. They're a bunch of nice folks and willing to help and give out advice. But anyway, the problem I have is I'm not going to be able to get a nailer in here. So I was kind of asking them what they thought about other ways to put it down, and that's kind of how this video came about. They said, hey, do a video and say brought to you by Lumber Liquidators. So I'm doing that, but I got to thinking brought to you by usually means I'm getting paid to do it, and I'm not getting paid to do this. So this is a freebie for the local Lumber Liquidators guys. But anyway, what they told me to do was just glue it now. No more square footage than I'm using, and this is really thick 3/4 inch flooring. So they gave me this product here, and they said I could do a couple of things. I could spread it out and trowel it, which is what I was going to do, but I can't find my friggin' trowel. I don't know. I think after that tiling in the shower, I just thought I'll never do this again, and I don't know, I can't find my trowel. But he also told me I could just, butter the back of it and put it down. So I'm going to do something different. I'm just going to squirt it out like you would on a stair tread, and then I may squeeze a little bit on the back. I've laid it out. You can see where I've got some lines there, and this hardwood flooring, it has reliefs cut in the back. So I'm going to make sure that I run my beads of glue so that it'll be going this way. They said it'd work good, and it better, because if it don't, I'm gonna go up there and mash that old dumbass's mouth. You know who I'm talking about. He's a good old guy. I don't think they're gonna lead me wrong on this. So the first thing that I had to do was make a what do you call that? A stair nosing. Go right through here. I did that with an oak board, and what I did, watch my videos. There's no surprises here on what I used. I used a 3/8 inch round over bit, put the nose on it, and in the back I cut a slot so the hardwood floor can go in it. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah. And across here, because that's going to be that was a hard edge, I took a 1/4 inch round over bit and just knocked that edge down a little bit. You talk about hinky, right here is hinky. Look at this hinky little number I had to cut in here. that's Hinky, but it fits perfect right there. And it kind of comes, I don't know if you can see that, it kind of comes around, you know, on this nosing and takes away the Hinky. What I'd suggest you do on something like this is take a scrap board and start playing with it. Don't burn up an expensive piece of oak on these crazy cuts that if you get it wrong, you're, you know, out $10. So that's where I'm at, and that's what I'm going to do. And you know, hopefully this will turn out pretty cool. I think it will. I'm going to do just like they told me to. And like I said, if it don't, you know, a year from now it starts buckling up and give me trouble, I'm going to go up there and mash his mouth. But I think it'll be fine. If you think about it, you glue down these treads here, and I'll probably top nail it in the corners, because here's the other thing. I'm gonna have to put a little piece of trim, a little piece of shoe mold. I'll, you know, stain it, make it look cool. But I've already cut the pieces out, as you can see. And you know, when you put hardwood floor down, you need to leave, I think, you know, 1/4 inch, 1/8 inch or something. You need to leave a little bit of gap for expansion and so on. So there's a little gap in there, and I'll cover it with a piece of shoe mold, and I think it's going to look pretty cool. So let's get started. Put some glue down. All right, let's spread some of this glue out. I didn't think to ask them how long it takes this stuff to set up. I wish I would have asked them that, but I didn't. Hopefully it'll give me a little bit of time to work with it. I can already tell this stuff isn't quite as thick as like a liquid nails or anything like that. So I guess that's good. But it's kind of hard to work with coming out of the caulk gun. Okay, let's start putting it down. Okay, let's go ahead and start laying it to it. Here's the first piece, and I'm really kind of going a little bit backwards, but this is the best way that I know to do it. I'm going to try not to mash these things down until I get them in there, get them all in there, so that if I need to, you know, kind of scoot it a little bit, I can. Hopefully. Yeah, it's kind of scooting a little bit, so if I need to do that, it's kind of wiggling, so it'll give me a little room to work if I need to. That's good. I cut all these parts out ahead of time and dry fit them. So I know that at least dry fitting, they do fine. Actually, that glue makes it a little slick. It's making these things pull together real nice. I don't know what's going to happen here when I get to the end, though. I imagine it'll get really hinky. See a hinky angle right here I had to cut out? Get that glue on me, too. Okay, now this is where the test will come. I'm going to have to move all this forward a little bit so I can get this last piece in. And then push it back in. Dang on. pleased with this. Just adjust it a little bit right here. Tell you what, boys and girls, that looks good. We'll do one more thing, then we'll be done. Okay, the last thing you told me to do was come in with some of this painter's tape and run it across the floor to kind of pull those joints together and keep them from slipping apart. So let's do that. Their tape sucks. I love their hardwood floor, but their tape sucks. It just keeps peeling apart. Okay, there it is. That went pretty easy, actually. That glue, a couple good things, it doesn't set up real fast. It's been on here about 10 minutes now, and it's starting to stick a little bit. But where I put down a whole lot of that glue when I started assembling this, you know, all these pieces in place, it was kind of juicy enough that I could, you know, manipulate it and slide it around a little bit. Even the whole assembly, I could kind of adjust it a little bit because that glue was pretty slick and it wasn't grabbing. It's not like you know, construction adhesive or liquid nails that sets up pretty quick. So anyway, this turned out fine. Probably what I'm going to do is once that glue sets up real good and hard, I'll probably come in here and top nail it back here where the, you know, shoe mold is going to cover it up. Probably don't have to, but I don't know, just probably will do that. So I've got a couple more landings here to do, the one I'm sitting on and the one at the very bottom, and I'll just go ahead and keep doing that. So if you like the video, remember to give me a thumbs up, give me some comments, and subscribe to my channel. And remember, brought to you by Lumber Liquidators, unofficially. There'll probably be some corporate guy call me and say, ooh, we didn't sanction this video, but all I can say is talk to the dudes in your local store here. They told me to do it. Anyhow, good folks down there, and appreciate the free advice they gave me. Thanks for watching.